Hi, how you doing? My name is Jeff Sinker from SkyGuitarLessonsOnline.com. I want to welcome back my subscribers and thank you for joining me yet again. If you're new to the channel, why not take the opportunity, click on the subscribe button. That way you'll be able to be notified whenever I put another one of these great lessons out there for you. This week we're going back in time and we are looking at Feel Like Making Love from Bad Company. Mick Ralphs on the guitar, great song, big hit for them and still on tour, a big staple favourite for the fans out there. I'm going to take you through the acoustic section, the rock section, the harmony section in the middle, and also we're going to be looking at some of the ideas that Mick Ralphs did on the lead guitar. Now, just to let you know, the original song, there was quite a lot of overdubs played on this. The opening section that you was hearing was played on a 12-string guitar with an overdubs 6-string acoustic guitar over the top. As you can see, I've only got the 6-string guitar. So I'll be covering all the elements of the song as best I can, including the tuned-down guitar through the rock section. But enough of me talking. I'm sure you want to get in and learn this song. So let me show you how to play Feel Like Making Love by Bad Company. Don't go away.
Preview.
We start off with a D chord, but we're playing it as up here on the 10th fret, so we're playing it like an F chord. So we're playing E10, B10 and G11, and we're using that D string as the drone tone. And we move down 2 frets, so we're playing a C chord, but again using that shape, so we're playing E8, B8 and G9, again with that D string. Then we take a D-shaped chord, so we're playing this triad here, so we're playing E7, we're playing B8, and back down to G7, and again with that drone. And we're going to drop in our little finger onto the 8th fret of the E string. So it will go like this. Then we go back to that D chord and we play the same thing down. And then we finish off on this D chord. Again, we're taking an A shape this time, and we're playing E5 and B7 and G7 with that open D. From there we get into the main part of the verse, and it starts over a D chord. So I'll just play you this section through and I'll break it down. So we start off on a D chord, and then we go into a C add 9. Play that. We're going to put our, from the D string, we keep that 3rd finger in position on the B3, drop our little finger onto E3, and then we come across and we're going to play with our 2nd finger. He's going to play A3, and our 1st finger is playing D2. And I use the tip of my 2nd finger just to mute that low E string. And then we move the 2 fingers up and just give us a traditional G chord. So we have. And then when we come back out, we're going to play through the B on the, so we're playing a B, which is the 2nd on the A string, to the 3rd on the A string, and back to a D. So let me just play that little section for you. So it's D, and then we go back and we repeat that same thing from the D to the C add 9. Now this time around there's a slight change. So instead of just working up this 2 on the A to 3 on the A, what he does, he comes in and he plays the open string A to the second, and then he'll play second on the A to third on the A. So let me just show you how to play that. Yeah, let me do that slowly. You're on the G. So we're getting that. Then back in. So again. Now it rotates round on that. So we play, the first one goes down to the C add 9 to the G, and then we've got C add 9. C add 9, G. So that plays through the main verse. When we come to the end of the verse, when we go into that powerful rock guitar, what he's going to do, he's going to play through a G chord, but he's not going to play the root on the low E string. So he's going to go from this G with a B in the bass to a C add 9, and then it's into the rock section. So again, let me just play that through. This is the final part of the verse. And then it's into the powerful guitar part. Right, let's just go through exactly what we're playing here. But before we start, what I want to actually point out to you, that this guitar is tuned to a drop-down D tuning. So I've tuned the low E is now tuned down to a D. So when I play the D chord, get a full chord through there. The chords in this sequence, we're playing through the D, the riff is this. Then we got a C chord. And then we play the G chord, but because of the tuning down, I'm playing 5 fret on the low E and 5 fret across the A string. And I can also hit then the D and the G chord. So to play it, we start off with 3rd fret on the A string, go into an open D string, straight onto a mute, and then the chord D. And we repeat that. Then we play this C, where I'm playing C on the 3rd fret, and I've got 2nd fret on the D, and again I can also hit the G string there. And then across to that, the G chord, which again, like I've said, is 5 fret on the A and the low E string. And then back to the riff. Now some of the times, instead of going to the G chord here, he will just go down to the B note, so we can get and then into. Now, as well as going to this G chord here, he also goes, he kind of moves around between going to that G chord or just dropping down to the B note, so we can get this. So we've got that variation that he plays in. At the end of the cycle, what we're doing, we're playing through the riff, and then we play a C, and then we've got third finger on the D, on the B string, and third finger on the high E string. We just pull that up. Then we go down to the B or second fret on the A string, and then we're gonna go to third fret on the low E with a slight bend back into the D chord. And that takes you to the end of that power rock that Mick Ralphs does in this song. So let's have a look what's going on in that. As we can see, there's a number of overdubs on that. So let's look at the first guitar, and this starts off on D7. So it just plays a D7 to D9, and what we're doing there is D9 to G7 to G9, finishing on the B7. Then he goes back to G9 to G7, and it repeats. Second guitar, doing a double stop on the B, the G and the B string. So we're playing this, and all I'm doing, I'm going from there up to the B8. And then I've got on the B string, so I'm just playing B7, B8, going to B10, sliding straight to B12. And then I got this B10, B12, B10, finishing on B8. And repeats. And then it goes back to a normal verse. So let's have a look at some of the ideas that Mick Ralphs was using at the end of the solo. Now the solo is played over the power chords. That's repeated through, that we did through the chorus, Feel Like Making Love. You've got Paul Rodgers singing over the top, Feel Like Making Love. So you're playing in counter to him. So it's kind of, he does the line and then you do some fills over the top of it. Now it's predominantly in D minor. And pretty much D minor first and second position, so you're going to be up here on 10th fret, pretty much around there. And I've got it dry. When he's playing it on the track, you've got a heavy delay on this, and also remember the delay in them days would have been in the front of the amp, so kind of a very muddy delay, because your delay is then being distorted whenever it is effects loops. We don't get the same. So one of the big opening lines that he does is just up on the 50th fret. Let me just play this one over pentatonic 2 position. So he's there on 15th fret, and you're just going to be bending it up, but you don't put a vibrato on the end, you just bend it up a whole tone. And then you're going to go on B string 13, 15. And then slide out and let the delay do the work for you. So it's a real cool lick, that one. It kind of opens up the set. Next one he's got, again with the delay on, he's playing this kind of D minor, but he's doing a double stop, but also bending. So you're holding down 16th fret. Let me just play it. So we got this bend where we hold down 13th fret on the B, and you're going to push up on 12th fret, whole tone on the G. And sliding out. So it's kind of real, kind of bluesy. Really open to different kind of variations and ad lib on what you want to do there. But again, working that delay, that's kind of out on the slide, Paul Rodgers back in. Another little riveting one that he does. So again, kick the delay out. You're just going to be playing here again over pentatonic 1. Straight out of that. Sorry, I forgot the slide. There you go. So another one that he does here. What you can also do on this, you can work mixing the major and the minor pentatonics. Again, a couple of lines that he puts in there, kind of typical reminiscent, and things I've covered in the past as well on previous lessons, where you can get this. Again, everything's kind of very short licks, because you know, it is Paul Rodgers with the voice there, so he sings his line, and then you've got the you're going to play. Then he's back, does the little sign there. And you can move down, which he does. He plays down onto pentatonic down here on 5th fret. Nice little rhythmic thing he likes to do. So again, when you're soloing over this, kind of don't do over the top. Kind of keep it bluesy, kind of short and sweet. Nothing too continual. There is the odd little riff that he does put in, but again, they're only going to be short in the length. And again, always using that delay as his exit when he's played the riffs. Just kind of really seems pretty cool. So kind of have fun when you're doing this. I am going to include the backing track so you can play along with this. Nice extended ones. You can really put some cool little licks into this one as you play through. Anyway, that is the entire song being covered. Hopefully you've enjoyed yourself. All the information I can get is going to be on the link below. I'll take you to my website. So I'll break down a couple of these little lines, but really they're not too hard. And it's kind of fun just interpreting what Mick Ralphs was doing on this. Different variations of what he's done over the years whenever this was played live. But I'm going to let you go, and like I said, I'm going to play out over the back of this, just doing some jamming over the top of it, just playing some of the lines. If you did enjoy this and your first time to the site and you'd like to see more of these lessons, don't forget, click on that subscribe button. For my existing subscribers, thanks for coming back and spending the time to watch my lesson. I do appreciate your support. But until the next time, it's Jeff Sinker from SkypeGuitarLessonsOnline.com, wishing you well, and I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.